All right, guys, welcome back to the show. It's me and Grandpa back at you. Uh, Today, we're going to be reviewing, forgive us if we probably already done Dos Equis. I don't know if we did or not. I don't remember. I didn't check my phone to see if we did. But I found a bottle of Kraken somewhere in the house. So,
Oh, okay.
have you
I,
ever did that?
I went down there to the store, put my face mask on.
Oh, you went to the store yourself?
Yeah, I was in the
Oh,
store
wow,
myself.
Grandpa. I thought you would have had someone get it for you. If you had,
No,
if you,
I said I'd get out there and venture out.
that's a big deal.
Yeah.
What did it look like? What did it look like the outside world?
Oh, I don't know. It was quite a few people was in the store, but then we had space, and there was some distance between us, and I had my mask on, so
You wore gloves and stuff? Did you spray yourself down and all that?
no, I didn't touch nothing. I just went in there and got my.
Well, you got to wash your hands and everything and
Oh,
have
yeah, well, I had some
oh,
bleach. I used some bleach on my hands.
you use what
Bleach.
on your hands?
Yeah. And
Okay, it's getting wild out here.
uh,
It's getting wild out here. I haven't heard that yet.
oh, the bleach, yeah. Bleach
All right,
get,
it makes sense to kill stuff.
yeah.
Oh man. Well, I mean, was that the first time you've been out in like a public area in like what a
And
month?
inside a store, yeah. But I've been out. I carried Alice up there the other day, and she went and bought us a steak. What you call it? Ribeye.
Oh, that's good steak. That's good.
It's supposed to be, but it didn't. I don't know. We kind of messed it up because I said I could have got a round steak and did better with a round steak or cube steak. That ribeye cost all that money I paid for it. I said this ain't no. It was 3 steaks. It was $37. I said no.
What'd you get? You get prime grade or something?
No, this is the ribeye, but it didn't taste like no ribeye. I think the man mislabeled it. He got me
Where'd you get it from?
Kroger's.
Which Kroger, so we can talk about them.
Yeah, I got some Kroger's up there on Merriman and Inkster, Michigan Kroger.
Hey man, the Kroger on Merriman and Inkster is a fleecer. Apparently, they done finessed my grandfather out of
Oh, no.
a non-ribeye steak. We got,
Hey, on top of that, it's a meat shortage. You know that, don't you?
Oh yeah. We're definitely we're about to start cooking meat.
That was the only steak was left out of all the steaks.
Well, that's a problem.
That $37 ribeye.
That's a problem. Yeah, we about to.
We took that. And I had a piece of chicken, so we was out there in the backyard, kind of barbecuing a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And she put the chicken on the grill, and the chicken tastes better than the steak. And the chicken, chicken is cheap.
Well, you gotta be mindful. Like we bought like I don't know, maybe a 5 or 6 pound. Maybe I don't know. I think it was a 5-pound bag of rice, and we bought a 5-pound bag of beans.
Man.
I was talking to my aunt about it, and she was just like, "Yeah, man," because she's out in California. She's like, "Yeah, this food shortage is going to happen." So she's like, "You might want to, stock up on like stuff that can last for a minute."
I was gonna say that's a good idea, because hey, I can survive off of beans and rice.
Yeah, you can make it 2 times with beans and rice now.
Huh?
Beans and rice, yeah, you can take it for a minute. You can live off beans and rice for a minute.
Oh, you can live for a long time, man. Back in the 30s, man, I had a whole lot of beans and rice,
Oh, yeah.
Red beans and rice and black-eyed peas. You ever had any black-eyed peas and rice?
I do. I have. I mean, I know we got a lot of hot sauce and we got a lot of beans and rice.
Hey, man, that's all you need, man. You don't have to have no meat. So so if they can't produce the meat, that's all right. People don't want to go and start a house anyway,
I don't know, get some pork fat, some pork fat, some beef fat or something to cook it in. Give it some flavor,
Push come to shove, you don't need no beef fat. Just throw a little salt on it.
Yeah, I mean, like that we're talking about, like we're trying to make it still, it's got to taste a little better than what it is.
Yeah, add a little pepper in.
Oh yeah, I'm just trying to, I'm adding to it. I mean, obviously, if it gets to the point where we're really truly relying on pork, like rice and beans, then yeah. I mean, it's food, so we're just out here. But hopefully, it doesn't get to that point.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, we gotta. But speaking of that, man, let's do this rating real quick so we can get to our topic for the day of
okay, yeah,
gardening and lawn care.
Oh man, yeah, that's my thing, because I ain't never been with them. from the backyard to the front yard. So, you know, I've been doing a lot of lawn work.
Oh, yeah, I've been every morning I look outside of at the grass. The backyard grass has been fine, right?
You ought to see my front yard grass and the
yeah.
backyard. I
Mm-hmm.
done fertilized. It's so dark green. It's just plain. It's just plain beautiful. I can't. It ain't pretty. It's beautiful, man. But I've been putting a lot
trying
of
to get to that level. I'm trying to get
love in it. You know.
I'm trying to get to that level.
To that, let me say that I'm pouring some Deus Exes. You know.
Deus Exes, of course.
Yeah.
Nothing classier than some Deus Exes.
I'm gonna give it a thing. Then we'll go into the lawn care.
Oh, absolutely. What do you think?
Look at the head on it. Look at the head.
Yeah, that's a nice little, like, I mean, it's a little more than, you know, it's a good pour. I'm not going to say anything bad about it. I got this Kraken, you know.
Yeah, the Kraken.
It smells sweet. You know, if you ever had Kraken, you know what, yeah.
You know, last couple of times, you know, I didn't have no beer, right? I'm drinking some cranberry juice.
Yeah, we had to get you right. I mean, if you had told me you were going there yourself, I would have got it for you. You said you were sending Alice.
Yeah. Yeah, let me go out. Let me get out and over. I ain't never been nowhere but from the front to the back, you know. On the lawn.
I guess you got to get out the house.
I ventured out this time. You know, went in the store. There was about 5 or 6 people, but they all had their masks on, you know. And I just had plenty of distance there, so I figure I was pretty safe, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, let's do this quick little rate. I don't remember. Maybe if we did Dos Equis before, this is the updated Dos Equis rate.
I just kind of that first little taste there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely 5.5 to start with. You know, by the time I drink it, I got to be a 6 or better. You know.
All right, it's just a 5. What makes it just a 5.5, Grandpa?
The taste, man, it tastes like beer. You know. Some of the stuff we drink, it be tasting they have lime in it and tomato juice.
Wait, that's those. What is that? What'd you call it again?
What this here?
Yeah, what'd you call it again?
Deus Exes.
Deus Exes. So the Deus Exes is supposed to be the most interesting beer. So I mean, what makes it not so interesting?
You say what? Make it not so interesting.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the commercials. They say it's the most interesting beer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know,
the commercials say that. That's what the commercials say.
Yeah, it's the most interesting beer for the most interesting man in the world. You know, those commercials.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
For the Dos Exes man done retired or whatever happened to him.
Yeah, I forgot. See, you got a good memory. I would never even remember that no more.
Well, you know, you got so much knowledge.
Was that the commercial where the guy was dressed real nice, like?
Yeah.
Maybe had a Spanish or Mexican accent or something.
Yeah.
That's the commercial. Yeah, okay. I forgot about it.
Yeah, you know, I think they moved on from that labeling a little bit. Like I don't think it's the same guy anymore. But you know.
But you know what though? They're getting away. They're getting away from the commercials, you know, that I like, you know, because now they got these commercials, and I know it can't be all me, but half the time I don't get it, you know. Just like this thing with buy just what you need, you know, and they be coming up with a whole bunch of other stuff with just buy just what you need. You know, I understand they got their message across, but I don't dig the commercial itself.
I get that. Like I like the Old Spice commercials. Old Spice commercials, they're funny. I feel like buying Old Spice afterwards. I feel like, man, if I get some Old Spice, man, my life could be better.
There you go.
That's how commercials should be. Commercials should be making you feel like, man, if I don't get this product, my life is over.
Yeah. They come up with this stuff now, man. Commercial, I didn't quite well, they don't fit along with what they're trying to sell, but you get the idea, you know.
Oh yeah, commercials, especially now because everybody's at home. You would think these commercials would be knocking it out the park. You know what I mean? Like getting people to buy something. People got nothing but time and dread, I guess, for the unknowable. What's going on?
And on top of that too, these commercials, they kind of flash stuff at you too with some of these commercials, you know. And being a senior citizen, by the time the flash come by, I miss half of it, can't see, so they got to slow the flash up.
Are you talking about like the number or the little thing that tells you what's inside the medication?
They're presenting something, but the eye can't. I guess your eye catch it, but the brain must ain't keeping up with the eye.
Oh yeah,
a picture or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, whatever they're doing, they got their point across. But I ain't got it because I missed what the picture, that flash was. Could have been a boy and a girl, boat and an airplane, but it just, one of those numbers.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, the only flash I think of is when they try to do the disclaimer about like what it can and can't do when you're buying the product.
Oh.
Maybe we talk about YouTube when you're watching YouTube and like some videos you watch, it's like a little timer that says you can skip it, but you gotta wait 5 seconds. So you got a 5-second clip of something.
Yeah.
Are you talking about that?
Mm.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I'm just saying that if you notice, most of all your commercials and things, it's a flash buy.
Well, they're supposed to be quick.
They can have 3 or 4 commercials all in one. And I can't.
Are you talking about like? Are you saying like when they put so much stuff in a commercial that you don't quite know what they're selling?
Yeah. Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's happened to me a few times where I've had to guess what it is, and like it's like it'll be people running in a field and working, and at the end of the commercial is for like a Maserati, and it didn't even show the car. Like you don't even know what's going on.
Right.
What?
Now you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that can be confusing sometimes. Like I don't think things should. When you're selling stuff, it shouldn't be too artsy. It should definitely be one of those things where you could tell what they want you to buy. Like I don't need all the extra stuff. Just like, hey, you want me to buy a lawnmower? Show me this lawnmower is the best lawnmower, and that if I don't have this lawnmower, my life is trash without
it. Like last week, I think we were talking about Fago Pop, right?
Yeah.
And I used to like the commercial. Which way did he go? Which way he went for Fago? Now that's my speed. Don't throw none of this heavy stuff on me.
Oh yeah, especially the commercials that try to make you feel bad or whatever. Like those. Like we were watching something last night where they had a commercial for animal shelters, right? It's like for 63 cents a day you could sponsor an animal, and I'm just like, well, for 10 cents a day I could help a kid in Africa. So I'm like, how much better are these animals living? And like, I think Ashley was telling me about like, oh, it's the exchange rate and things like that. I'm like, damn, the exchange rate, like 10 cents, 63 cents. And that's such an odd number. Why 63 cents? Like, what are you, what's the, I don't know. I like increments of 5 and 10. 63 is such a weird number.
The reason there's something, I don't know what it does to you, but the 63 cents is like the $5.99, Oh, it ain't $6, it's $5.99.
That's also weird. Like, who just has $6 and change in their pocket?
Yeah.
Like, make it $3.99 so I got my $5 bill. I can give it to you. You give me change back. I don't want to have to look for change to give you. That's extra stuff, man. Or what if I got to break a whole $10 bill and get a whole bunch of change back? No, man. I want stuff to just. I just want to pay for stuff, man. I don't want to have to think about it. All the extra math involved. I mean, like, yeah, you want to make sure no one can fleece you.
Yeah, it's that 99 cent make you think you're getting a deal. $5.99, $4.99. Instead of saying $5, $4.99. Oh, y'all getting a deal here, $4.99. I saved a penny.
I remember it was something online I saw a few years ago talking about like how you can tell when stuff is going to go on sale or stuff's going to get discontinued by how it's priced. Like something about like you can see stuff that's like $4.49, right? Like the 49 cent is supposed to dictate if this is like the last run of this product, and if once they sell out, they're done selling it. Or like the 99 is like what you're talking about. Like some people might equate it to be like, oh, this is a sale or this is a good deal for me, when it really isn't. Like it's like a psychological thing to let you know what's going on in the financial side of sales and all that. It was interesting. If I can find it, I'll send it to you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I have no idea how they got this information and how it's real, but I mean, it was interesting. It was just something to look at. It was probably somebody who just noticed something and just connected some dots. It could just like I don't believe this coincidence. Like stuff doesn't just happen randomly. There's always cause and effect. So there probably is some truth to it. So, but yeah, I mean, we didn't went all the way off topic. We're supposed to talk about lawn care today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of lawn care, though, I got some weeding feed. I don't know who it might be by Vigoro, I believe it is, but I bought it. I think it's got some malagonite in it or something, evidently. So it gets. I'm assuming that the malagonite get the oxygen into the grass, But whatever it is, man, it really did my lawn. If you came down my street and you see, man, look at that. Everybody got a green line and I got a dark green line. I'm proud of it. Proud of it.
Yeah, I've been trying to get my lawn up to date. Like my backyard, the grass grows fine. I'll probably mow it this weekend. I'm not gonna mow it today because it rained. But the front yard, I'm just having such a hard time. Like last year, near the end of fall, I got most of the moss up front so I can like put seeds down and everything. And it's so far so good. Like I've seen grass and everything, but it's like different heights of grass, and it's not quite there yet, but it's getting there. And I'm like it's definitely better than where I started from. Where I started from, it was patches of dirt, and it was just like you can clearly see like the patches of dirt. Now it's like it's a solid sheet of green, but it's different levels of grass height and stuff.
Yeah.
So soon, like hopefully all the grass seed and the fertilizer I put on there is going to help get things level. And then when I cut it, I'll just cut it at a certain length, and we'll just see how that goes. But I know your lawn is legendary.
I've cut mine low, and I've cut it high because I'm trying to see where I want to be. I think I'm going to go in between that high spot I had and the low spot. And it's sort of, I'm back to medium. That's what I think I'm going to do.
I want to get a medium
I'm
too.
going back to that next grade, and I think I have a beautiful lawn then. I really do.
Yeah, I want to get a medium. I liked it to look thick but not tall. I mean, I wanted it to, almost like it's turf. Like where it's just really dense, condensed grass.
Yeah,
that's a dream. I mean, it's getting there. I can see where it's starting to be that in certain spots. But like I had to learn some hard lessons. Like I had to learn that I had to irrigate. I had to learn that I can't just throw grass seed on there and water and expect stuff just to happen. You got to cover it and all types of stuff. But I mean, stuff that should have been common sense. But I was just like, man, I'm just gonna do what I want to do. I'm just kind of grow grass, and that's not how you do it. That's not how you get consistent results. When I started to do a regimen of consistent stuff, the lawn started to react better. So I mean, there's a reason for stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's just, like I said before, it's not some coincidence that grass just grows. You gotta give it the best possible chance to.
Mm-hmm.
I think this weekend we're gonna maybe plant some some vegetables or something. You gotta get the garden in the backyard going.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that because I think I'm gonna. Well, I always have every year. I've always had a little garden,
Yeah.
For this year, I might be some similar to last year. I just had I had some different types of peppers. I like chili peppers, jalapenos.
Oh yeah.
But I'm just gonna limit it, to maybe one plant or two plants, and maybe a couple of tomato plants. In other words, it's gonna be a small garden, because a lot of times, if somebody didn't come get some, it'd be, rotting on the vine,
Oh yeah. Well,
start off, and then I look around there and there's stuff nobody wants none. It just be out there, dying on the vine.
Well, I mean, you might want to have I don't know, you might want to stay to having them in the mountain because you don't know how long this is going to last. Like you said, it's going to be a meat storage. If you growing your own food, you can stock up on some vegetables and stuff, and at least have some go-betweens.
Yeah, but see, like I said, I'm from a different era, different time, and I don't need no meat. They can honestly, now this is me speaking. They can have all the meat shot that they want. Give me my beans and rice. Yeah, I'm kind of comfortable at it. Back in the 30s, man, beans and rice. Oh yeah, man, shoot.
I hear you. Get
Nice.
that.
In the summertime, if you got the tomato, slice your couple of tomatoes up, and got a garden, throw a little cucumber in there, beans and rice and cucumber and tomato. But anyway, I'm just saying that to say I'm not so much a meat man. I ain't say I don't like meat. I like meat, but I can do without it. Push come to shove.
Oh
It
yeah.
takes a couple of months, man, with no meat. I just get as long as I got my can filled with rice and beans, I'm okay.
Well, you're like I'm ready for.
I go into what they call a survival mode.
You're like I'm ready for subsistence living.
Yeah, I'm not very hard to please.
You know what I'm thinking about? I'm also thinking about maybe I ought to get my fishing license renewed now so that I can. Are they is it restricted? Can you not go and fish right now?
I don't know.
Because I'm like it would make if you can go fish, that might be helpful. Just just get some fish, smoke them so they'll dry it out, and you can just kind of store them for a while.
Oh yeah. Well, Lord, I ain't into store dried fish.
I don't know. I mean, it's been something I've been tinkering with. Like, I mean, I've been using my grill a lot to smoke things, and I'm like, man, if I could smoke some fish or whatever and keep it for a while, that might be helpful.
When I was stationed, I tell you about, I was over in this was in the 40s. I was over in Japan, and most of them markets they had a lot of dried fish, big time, because it was a staple, as far as their diet was concerned, dried fish,
Mm-hmm.
But I was never into dried fish, so I didn't bother to try none. But all the markets was loaded with dried fish.
Well, I mean, it's just like jerky,
Yeah, beef jerky. Okay, I'm into beef jerky now.
So, I mean, it tastes like it's gonna taste like fish, but it's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
if you know what you're doing, like if you know what you're doing, you can make yourself a nice little meal with it,
Yeah.
But it takes some doing because when you smoke, when you do indirect heat and smoke stuff, it takes a little longer than cooking right on fire. So it's not something you're going to start and eat like in 10 minutes. It's going to be something like you start like at noon. You get it smoked depending on how many pounds you're smoking, and by a couple hours and everything, maybe by dinner you'd have a nice couple pound fish smoked, and depending on how long, if you smoke it even longer, you might be able to preserve it and just keep it for a rainy day when everything else is gone. All you guys beans and rice, and now you got some smoked fish to go with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna see if you can fish, because I might go out, find a little quiet, secluded spot, catch some fish, and just see if I can store it for the family.
You think you're gonna be that? You better be the right season time, because when the fish is running, cause you better be out there and don't get nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm a researcher, but I'm like, we all this time and everything, and it might just be something, it might be crazy. I don't know, but it seems it might be a good idea. Catch your own fish and just store it and everything and be cool with it.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's something to look into.
Yeah. If you like fish, if you like,
well, I mean, like, I'm not gonna go out and go hunting for like deer or anything right now. I'm not gonna do that. I like fishing. I like fishing though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but but yeah, it's. I guess I could really quick rate this. The Kraken Black Spice Rum, 94 proof. It's it's all right. I'll probably give it a 6 out of 10. It's not. It has a weird aftertaste that I'm not really a big fan of. It'd probably be really good if you just mix it with like Coca-Cola or something. It needs it. I think it needs that for the taste. It's not like other rums where I had where you can just drink it straight. Like I have no problem drinking alcohol straight because of the strength, but sometimes stuff has like a weird taste, and I'm just like, man, this needs something to help it. Well, yeah, Grandpa, I don't know, man. I think that's what I'm gonna research. I'll let you know how that goes. But I guess real quick, what's some gardening or lawn care tips you want to give to the people?
Yeah. Now I'm gonna ask you though, how far are you with your backyard? Is it progressing? Is where you
Well,
want
the
it?
backyard grass is fine. It's the front
Oh,
yard.
oh, okay. So you got front and back up to par.
Oh no. The backyard is what I think is okay. The front yard it needs to be.
Oh, the front yard got a problem.
Yeah, the front yard is definitely. It's not terrible. It's not what it once was. But it's not bad like it was when I first got it. But it's definitely not where I want it to be.
You know, you had to come see my front yard, Jay, man. You see how you'll be encouraged, man, to put a little more effort into it.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, a lot of it's just
I,
time.
I hate to brag, but my front yard looks good.
You gotta take pictures of it and send it.
That's what I'm gonna have to do. You got to see my front yard.
Oh, we got to.
I mean, I'm a standout on my street. That grass so green. Somebody say, "What are you putting on it?" You know.
Oh yeah, well, that's been like that forever though.
Huh?
Yeah, that's been like that forever though.
What it is?
Like how good your front yard has been. Like
Oh
it's
no, not like
stable.
man, you got to see it, man. This is
Mm.
it's it's just a darker green than it's been being, you know.
Mm.
It's the kind of green that I'm proud of, you know. A lot of work put into it because I done got to the place now, you know, I ain't doing nothing else, you know, retired and everything. I cut it twice a week. You know, so I said, he out there cutting that grass again. Yeah.
I mean, I might be able to do that. Like with the way it's raining, if it rains consistent like it does, I might be able to do that with the backyard. The front yard definitely can mow that a couple times a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to.
Right now, you know, most everybody just about working from home, you know, and so hey, you can put a little more.
Well, I mean, like it's definitely more of a time thing. Like I put the stuff on there. It's been raining effectively, so I'm trying not to mess with it because
Mhm.
like the reason why I got into this mess really is I was trying to cut my grass. Oh, it's essentially laziness. I was trying to cut my grass so low I wouldn't have to mow it for a while, and then we had that heat wave in July, like a year or so ago, and uh it basically it burned up the lawn so bad that the grass didn't grow back the same. So I'm like, it's basically I had to start over from ground zero. So yeah, I guess that's just a life lesson. Like you don't do something. Like, don't be lazy. Just do it the right way.
Yeah.
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 So, but yeah, I think let's wrap this up. I'm feeling like I'm probably gonna be needed in a second in the house. But thank you, Grandpa, for your wisdom.
Did I give any wisdom out there?
Oh.
I must have missed it. But anyway, uh, I'm glad I got a project, you know.
Oh yeah.
And that's working in the yard because you retire after so many years, man. You got to have something to do, you know.
Oh yeah.
So you can put a little love in that garden, you know.
Oh yes, sir.
In the yard, you know. So
yeah.
It may not be a big garden, but I'll have a nice.
It'll be nice.
Have a nice little garden there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you want to sign off, Grandpa? Give your sign off.
Yeah, sign off. Yeah. How will I sign off with it? I wish everybody a nice, safe weekend until next week, and enjoy. Cause with this bug, it's too much uncertainty. So you got to enjoy every minute of it.
Oh yeah.
That make any sense?
Yeah. All right, guys. You guys have a good week. See you, Grandpa. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yeah, see you next week.
Oh, in recording. Oh, okay. There we go. Stop.